water dripping out of them all the time. This is normal. This is what they do.
But, no, I for some reason, it's like when we go camping, there's going to be something that we've got to figure out how to, or a challenge to figure out.
Yeah, we've dealt
learned a lot.
Yeah, so that's why I like places with electric hookups, because if you have an electric hookup somewhere within the vicinity of your tent area, you can run an extension cord so we can charge our phones and our laptops.
Oh, yeah, because we have those now.
And so we download movies so when it's dark, we're not having to sit around a fire and you got to man the fires in these types of situations, or you have to pour water on them all night and make sure that, you put them out. Yeah. And I don't like doing that. That's a lot of work. I'm not about that lifestyle. And plus, you're not allowed to, bring in your own wood at most of these places. They're you have to buy it, from them.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
At $16 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. So we don't do that. We pop popcorn on top of our grill. When I cook dinner, because I cook on a grill. So we'll grill everything we want on top of the grill, and then we get the little popcorn pans.
Yeah.
And so the whole place will be smelling like popcorn. People are like, where's that popcorn coming from? And I'm like, it's
rude.
Us. It's us. We're totally cooking it on our grill.
Everyone's all jealous.
Like it says don't do, but we do it. You just don't let it sit there because it will catch on fire.
Yeah, that happens.
It's a thing. But we like to be able to charge our stuff. And we've learned to pack for all weather. And then, again, we also don't put our suitcases in our tent because of bad weather and stuff. So at least we know our clothes will be dry if we have to suffer. So we don't unpack everything like when we go camping and stuff. But I am kind of a princess because I like having nice things when I go camping, and bathrooms and clean showers. Number one. So I like my showers. It's a thing.
Well, I've done kind of both. Where, you bring a bucket and one of those little shower
the stand-up showers
thing.
Yeah, those are my least favorite way.
I've only had to use that once.
Yeah. I don't own one of those for a reason, because I don't want that to be my option. I want my option to be, there's a hot shower right across the street right there, and I'm just going to go walk over and go take it.
The national and state parks do have good facilities.
They really, I think that's a
lot
big
of work to do it.
Drawing park, because, I'm going to definitely go to a park that has clean facilities versus one I hear is not so hot.
I fondly remember something that, because my dad, he loves sports. Mm-hmm. And so if we're somewhere, my mom does every effort she can to get him some type of sport broadcast, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember when I was younger, we had this really cool thing, and we all thought it was the coolest shit. We didn't have phones. They had this little portable TV thing.
Oh.
And it was the coolest shit, but the screen was 2 inches by 4 inches. It was, and you had to crank it.
Yep. I've seen these.
But it was a satellite, and so it had a little antenna on it, and it was fuzzy as shit, but my dad could watch sports if they were on one of the main channels, right?
That's hilarious.
And, it probably only had whatever basic TV was back then, when you used to be able to plug a TV into the wall and it would just work.
Yep.
Remember that shit?
Thing.
It's not that simple anymore. But
no, you have to have a subscription. Anyway, I digress. Go ahead with your story.
Not the point.
I'm sorry.
I did think that was really cool, though. When I was a kid, we had that little portable TV, and I thought it was cool shit.
You were like
that was cool
high-tech
shit.
redneck.
That was cool shit. And my dad, I remember him getting, some of the first phones and stuff. And one of them I remember him having was a Nextel. Do you remember that? It was like a walkie-talkie phone. Mm-hmm. Before everyone realized this is horrible because people can talk to me about whatever the fuck they want in a meeting. Mm-hmm. Or just broadcast what they're saying.
Yeah. Everybody.
That?
And it
but
pick
everyone
up
thought it was
from
the coolest thing for 2 or 3 months. And then all of a sudden everyone was like, this is actually horrible.
Yeah, this is not what we need. They're like, honey.
I remember it was bright yellow. My dad had that on his hip, and it was so cool, but then it wasn't.
Yeah. I remember the box phones in the cars. We had one of those growing up. I think it was a Nextel.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was called.
We had a car phone, and it was for emergencies only.
My grandmother had a car phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had a big Suburban that was green, and she had a little phone inside of it.
And we just had our, whatever vehicle we were in, that had the phone would get put in it, so in case something happened when we were traveling or something, at least we could pretend to call 911, because they did not have cell service. That was not like a thing. So you couldn't, like, pick it up and call
There
anybody.
was a reason everyone makes fun of that commercial where, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? You don't even have that commercial anymore.
No.
Because everyone can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah, because you used to not be
Actually,
able to pick up
everyone needs to start shutting up. Too many people I can hear.
Y'all, this is just a PSA, but y'all need to quit talking on your phone and speakerphone when you're in the stores. Nobody fucking cares about your conversation. And I'm really tired, and everybody's
And if
doing
you're
it.
stressed for whoever you're talking to, I'm going to be stressed too.
Yes. They're, like, yelling at each other and I'm like, I do not need to hear about your gonorrhea results. Like, that is not a thing.
That's intense.
We need to hear about while we're in the grocery store.
That's a closed door conversation.
Yeah, take me off speakerphone. Don't be putting me on speakerphone like that. You're in the store. Good Lord. Anyway, I'm going to digress. We're going to digress. Did you have anything else?
I don't know. I did have a good story from traveling not too long ago. This, I guess last week?
Yeah, you
before?
haven't been gone that long.
So, my parents were with me, and my husband and my kiddo, and my 4-year-old was chit-chatting with my dad, and I overheard him, and he said, my neck pillow, I need my neck pillow. So we were on a plane. So I handed the neck pillow through the little holes, and I heard him tell my dad, oh, this is so the crickets stay off my neck. And my dad goes, do what? And my dad also can't hear super well right now, so he definitely needs a hearing aid. But he goes, do what? And he goes, the crickets. I had to keep the crickets off my neck. And I went, oh my God, I just realized weeks ago when we were in the car, I told him, this is to prevent you getting a crick in your neck.
So he thinks it's crickets.
And this poor child is walking around thinking that crickets are going to get on his neck when he sleeps.
I just want to say, for me, that would be horrifying because I'm terrified of crickets. Because
I just feel bad because I traumatized my kid without even knowing it.
They look like roaches. That is traumatizing. They just remind me of roaches, and so I freak out. Roaches, crickets.
It was so funny.
Fuck them all.
It was so funny.
That poor baby. Worried about crickets.
Of course, my dad's just like nodding, like, okay. Like, he doesn't understand at all what he's talking about.
God bless him. Oh my goodness. That poor baby. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up. I got to wipe away the tears. Hold on. It's going to wrap up today's episode.
Yeah, let's go ahead and stop talking. Speaking of stop talking.
Thank y'all for tuning in with us. We'll be talking with you soon.